hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Rodgers to throw again. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Out as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now Rodgers off the bootleg. And this one is incomplete. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script. If they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many runs in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dez Bryant, 39 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship and the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 17-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Rodgers now on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Martellus Bennett from 10 yards out. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Room past the 20. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And some room to work. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Third and short yardage. Prescott. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short. They elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And with that, they'll move out in front by a couple here in this first quarter. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
That's fielded in the end zone. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Rodgers now on first down. And this is caught at the end. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordy Nelson, 32 yards. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, it's Prescott. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying that one. I'm reaching on
You're
that.
searching.
Actually reaching. But I do know this. On the other side of the field, that coaching staff is screaming at their defense, if you don't handle this one right here, this is a great opportunity for us. Take it away, guys. And they did it.
And now excellent field position. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. From the gun on third down, Rodgers steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Now Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right not to. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your run.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ty Montgomery taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So now here come the Cowboys. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 2nd down, Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st. Prescott from the gun, eluding the pressure right. Room to run inside the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It's a slant.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Mike Daniels able to collapse the pocket and drop it for a loss of a yard.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Well, Prescott stripped, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
On plays like this, where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it.
They're losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the 1st half. Take the 3 points and move on.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll them out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless, really.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. It's caught. Nelson. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup. There at 22. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. Here's Rodgers on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
he's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball and making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first. Rodgers to throw once more. Forced out to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing is Rodgers. Flushed out right. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Rodgers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Dancing to his left. Drops it underneath to Elliott. That goes for a gain of 31.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Prescott now from the 50. Escape, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Third and long for Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Rodgers now to throw on 2nd down. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Buying time to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. And not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And he is going to be knocked flat on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Here's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. On 1st down, Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And this one will be brought back to the 22. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what... going on out there? It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. And on the left side, he's got Witten. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers being chased out left. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. He will push his way down to about the 14. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
Yeah, absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looking from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cowboys have recovered. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And the aggressive. Your own side of the field here, punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. His throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And now it's 2nd down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Rodgers now on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Elliott. 8 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Prescott on first down. Flush to his right. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up. And we have a big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for
a long time.
No doubt.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. On first and 10, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kenny Clark getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down, Prescott. Dancing to his left. And this one's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Looking to throw. Prescott flushed out right. And some room to roll. Oh, Prescott stripped. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
First down, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Clay Matthews from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Prescott now on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt.
So a minute 56 to play in this first half. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of the Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. And this one is right down Broadway. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So no problems here in the field goal department, make him now 2 for 2.
Yeah, he's normally pretty reliable, so not much of a surprise there.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A beautiful fake. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. Flush to his right. Room to run past midfield. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. On second down, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He had gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
He'll rifle this one deep. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Bryce Butler, 69 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And our focus now moves to Jordy Nelson. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second. Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Lets it go for Nelson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Now it's Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson as the first half is winding down, and the Packers are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Crosby on now to kick it away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. First down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. Final play of the half. Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half.
You seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show.
All right, here we go. Third quarter action now. That'll be taken in the end zone. And some space. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Stephen Paia able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now Rodgers. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Well, being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Dak on the option left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, the pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Jordy Nelson now trotting back out there on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Demarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Finding room at the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. On 1st down, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Looking deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. Now Rodgers throwing on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb from 6 yards away. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point try. Now for Crosby. And the lead is down to a field goal now. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Again, it's Elliott. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. 3rd and long for Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And the play goes for 19 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he's got some space here. Oh, Prescott stripped. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Now pounced right back on it, keeps possession. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he's got room. There he goes inside the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nick Perry in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Now Prescott steps away to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run. McFadden. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Darren McFadden taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jalen Smith in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jake Ryan coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to go down again. Clay Matthews in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 3rd down, Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and...
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there. They'll come out in the pistol. And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And the Packers are in for the score. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Dances by him. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front.
Man, Jake Ryan, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 20. Prescott on first down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Here's Prescott, forced out to his left. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers now on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30, the 20, 10, and the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now look out, Rodgers. Lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but you're going to pick up. They either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option. Taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. Call it a loss of 12 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Second down, Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets around it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And some room to work. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Rodgers now on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he slides to avoid the hit. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Here's Rodgers, throwing on 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And that is incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up, you can't be stopped, your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner. Get him.
Accelerating and off he... And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And this is going to be Packer football. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back up? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Prescott now on second down. He hits Beasley right side. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
First and goal here from the 2. Now Elliott. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1. Now Prescott escaping the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Nick Perry in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount... of sacks that they've extraordinary. Let's just face it. Cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Turn, but it winds up not costing him a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
On 1st down, Rodgers flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so now it's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 11-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, Prescott. And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And the lead is up to 15 now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Adams has it, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 48 yards. Working from the gun. Rodgers being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Tyrone Crawford getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers eluding the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The Cowboys will go. Prescott escaping the pressure right. Now he's, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A pickup there of 37. And it'll be 1st down, Cowboys.
We know it's tough enough to pick up 1st downs on 3rd down plays. But when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying. And on that play, the prayer was answered.
Forced out to his left. Caught left side, Williams. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Prescott, flush to his right. They find some open field here. Finding room to the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clay Matthews. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. 3rd and long for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Devon House. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past it through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They go to Elliott again. Trucks over him. And I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard this sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers to throw on second down. Caught by Nelson left side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. Prescott. Flushed out right. And that's caught by Beasley. 3 yards on the play. He's been the go-to guy. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And now a first down following that long gain. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Dak on the option left. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing here, Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And now this is going to be a safety. Oh, my goodness, in the final minute, down 2, and now we're looking at overtime. There is not much more you can say about that one, but wow.
I think this is even beyond what a defense could have hoped for. I mean, down 2. Not only do you tie this in the final minute, but now, just maybe, you give yourself a chance to even win the football game.
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. Room here to run. Escapes the defender. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner. Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green. On that play.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is level. Knocked down hard at the 44-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he finds Beasley, complete. 12 more yards there and another first down. And quickly they get to the line. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Space to run past the 20. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mike Daniels able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Perry getting him once again. His third sack of the afternoon. On third down. That's Elliott. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's fourth and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think...
And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A huge play there in overtime. 44 yards. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. They win the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now